long will your money last if you don't outpace inflation with your personal savings? Do you need to improve your returns to guarantee that you won't outlive your financial resources in retirement? These are real concerns. Taxes. Arthur Godfrey. I'm proud to pay taxes in the United States. The only thing is, I could be just as proud for half of the money. Just stop thinking of it as your money, and this will go a lot easier for both of us. Sounds like good advice, isn't it? So your tax burden. Typical American family spends more each month on income taxes than on food, clothing, and transportation combined. It is the largest expense, isn't it? Your tax burden. $64,703 in income puts you in the top 25% of all taxpayers. In the future, do you think taxes will go up or down? Up? Is anybody that thinks the taxes will go down?
No way.
Not likely, huh? So, do you face a tax risk? Absolutely. What is a tax risk then? Let's look at an example. John, 65. This is his planned retirement income. From his 401k and IRAs, he takes $30,000 a year, and he receives $13,000 in Social Security. And from his personal savings, interest, dividends from investments, he gets $22,000. So his total income is $65,000 a year. Let's look at the tax consequences. His income after taxes, if it is a 25% bracket, is $48,750 after tax. If in a 40% tax bracket, the income is $39,000. From $65,000 to $39,000, the income is reduced by 20%. So, minimizing your tax risk, tax reduction strategies. Use tax deferral. Minimize Social Security tax, right? We all know there are certain things that you can do to minimize your Social Security tax. And generate tax-free or tax-favored income. Another way is to consider a Roth conversion. With a Roth conversion, whatever comes out when you receive the income is going to be tax-free. That's why a lot of people are talking about Roth conversion this year. There is a special tax-favored policy this year that anybody can do a Roth conversion this year. In the past years, it has been limited to families with $100,000 or less income. But this year, that limit is lifted. So anybody can do a Roth conversion. And another benefit is that if you do Roth conversion this year, you can defer the taxes. You can defer half of the taxes to 2013 and the other half to 2012. So you don't have to come up to a higher tax bracket just because you did a Roth conversion. If you pay it in 2 years, you can plan around that. Another thing is to review your tax return every year for tax saving opportunities. The government has tax reductions, tax favored clauses, all these items for you to take advantage of. But if you don't use those, if you don't take advantage of the policies, and you overpay income taxes, the government would not knock on your door and say, hey, you overpaid $1,000, and here you are, it's returning your check. It's not going to happen. The policy is there, but it's up to you to take advantage of it, to claim it. So let's look at this situation. How can John's situation be improved? Again, it's the same amount of income, $65,000 total income. What if instead of IRA or 401k, we did a Roth conversion? And we all know when they converted to Roth, what happens to that $30,000 income? It's tax-free, right? How about the interest and dividends from investments? We can put it in some kind of a vehicle that will generate tax-free income. And so the total income is still $65,000, but because of what we did to avoid the taxes, the income after taxes is $65,000. What was it before? $39,000, right? $48,000. So there is something that we could do to reduce taxes and to increase our spendable income in retirement. So, this is what I'm offering to everybody who is attending the seminar today, an opportunity to have customized reports. One is 2009 tax review and analysis to see if you're missing tax saving opportunities, and another is a Roth conversion analysis. So if you're here today and you are interested in having those reports, just later on I'll pass out some evaluation sheet, and you can indicate that, and I'll be glad to do a customized report for you. So you can control your income in retirement, not the government. You take income and you decide that I don't want to pay taxes, I don't need to pay taxes. Not decided by the government. Every time you withdraw some money, it triggers the taxability and increase your spendable income. Now we talk about inflation. It takes $2 today to buy what $1 would buy in 1987. This is based on a 3.5% average inflation per year. So what is the inflation? It's increase in the cost of goods throughout our economy that impacts your purchasing power. It's more real in retirement due to fixed income. What costs will be escalating the most in retirement? What cost? Any ideas? I can see that during retirement, one of the things is health cost, right? Impact of inflation. The rule of 72, we all have heard of that. So let's say $50,000 income today at 4% inflation. That means in 18 years, 72 divided by 4, in 18 years, 2028, you would need $100,000 to maintain your current lifestyle. So, trying to minimize your inflation risk. Investments must outpace inflation.